what's up YouTube? It's Kalixy, and for once I'm recording a video with adequate lighting. That never happens, but that's not what this video is about. So today I decided that I'd do another storytime video since, I just discovered them and they're like my new thing. And I was going to tell the story of when there was like this crazy driver in front of us. Like, obviously, I don't know what he was on, like, if he was, I highly doubt that he was just, like, some kid doing it for fun, because I'm, like, 90% sure that he was drunk or something, like that. So I'm gonna talk about that, because that is scary when there's, like, somebody driving like a maniac in front of you. I wasn't driving, I was in the car, but he wasn't, like, right in front of us. He was several yards in front of us, and, I don't know if he had been, like, driving normal at first or, like, if he was, like, crazy from the get-go. Because, obviously, if I'm not driving, I'm looking at my phone. I'm, like, on that Instagram. But I looked up, and he, like, first he swerves all the way to the right and goes into a ditch. And I'm like, okay, he's off the road. But no, he comes out of the ditch and goes all the way to the left side and is in that ditch. Because we're not, like, in a city area. It's kind of, like, out in the country. Like, we're heading towards town, but we're not in town yet. So he, like, is continuously driving crazy like that, swerving to each side of the road. Like, he cannot keep, like, the wheel straight. Like, he is crazy. I don't know if he, like, kept falling asleep at the wheel and, like, when he hit the ditch it woke him up, or I don't know what was happening, but he was out of control. He swerved to the left side and then he was in that ditch. He comes out and then he's driving on the left side of the road, which I've done before, but that's a story for a different day. Don't drive on the left side of the road if you live in the United States. He was on the left side of the road, and he's like, there's oncoming traffic. He just barely misses the person, like, that was coming from the left side, like, just barely. He swerves out of the way at the last second, which I put myself in their position, and that must have been terrifying to, be that, like, almost get in a head-on collision. So he's, like, over there on that side, then he gets over to the right side, and he's just swerving around, like, driving crazy like that, all the way into town. My dad was in the car, and he also wasn't driving, but he's filing, like, he's calling the police, he's, like, letting them know there is somebody, like, highly intoxicated. Something isn't right with this guy in front of us. But, they are, like, very nonchalant about it. Like, they are not getting to... Hello. My sister just came in. As I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted. The police were being, like, really nonchalant about it, like, yeah. Like, it was this lady, and she's all like, oh, what's the car? What's the car? We're going into town, and I'm thinking this guy is going to, like, drive straight into somebody's house or a building or something, because, like, he can barely stay on the road. But yeah, we follow him into town, and we're still, like, giving a description of the car. We also give the description of our car, like, because we're telling them, we're like, we're behind him, we are in this car, he's in this car. So the police are like, okay, and we're like, we just passed an officer, we just drove past an officer, and she's like, yeah, okay, and description of the car, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so we finally get off the call. The guy is, like, parked at a gas station. So we kind of, like, slowly drive past him, like, just to, like, get a look at his car and all of that, or, like, the driver, and, for our report. I think that he realized what was going on, like, that we were, talking to the police, or, like, we were phoning him in or something like that, because, like, he started driving. He's like, I'm out of here. He got, like, way ahead of us, but we were still behind him. So we're on our way out of town now, and the officer is behind us. We pull over because we're thinking we'll let him get in front of us so that he can get ahead and catch that guy. He turns on his lights when we pull over, and he, like, gets behind us. We're being pulled over, and we're like, why are we being pulled over? We were going the speed limit. The hell? So we're pulled over, and the officer gets out and, like, shines the flashlight in our face, like they do. And we're like, it's not us, it's the guy in front of us. And he's like, excuse me? And we're like, we're not the reckless driver, it's the guy in front of us. We filed the report. And he's like, oh, the dispatcher told me it was you. Pfft, typical dispatcher. And he, like, just casually strolls all slow, like, back to his car and then drives in front of us. And so that's basically the end of our part in the story. We're like, okay, well, hopefully he catches him. He keeps, like, he gets way ahead of us, and we're just driving. We're like hoping, like, oh, hopefully he catches him, because that guy is like, he's gonna end up dead. But eventually, after like, you know, a few more miles, we see somebody pulled over, like the lights on and everything. So we don't know for sure, you know, it's dark, but we're pretty sure that, you know, they finally found him and pulled him over, because like, I'm sure that the officer saw that crazy driving, because like, that was insane. And this happened a while back. It was like maybe a week before Christmas or something like that, sometime right around the holidays, because we were going Christmas shopping, because, you know, you gotta get those gifts for that Secret Santa and all that. So yeah, that's basically the end of this story. It was kind of short, and I don't take many breaths when I'm telling stories. I feel like I talk kind of fast, and I don't know. So that basically does it for this video. If you liked it, then like it, and if you want to see more of me, then subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Peace.